lovelies, how are you today? And welcome to my channel. My name is Sharon and I'm the sole proprietor of SAEH Body Butter. And I hope you enjoy the next video. Thank you. Hello lovelies, I'm about to do a memorial lantern and I thought I would take you along for the ride. So this is the lantern I'm going to be working with. And as I slowly turn you around, we're going to be putting vinyl on 3 of the glass panes. And that's the purple vinyl that I'm using, permanent vinyl. And we're also going to be using either sticker paper or printable vinyl to adhere a picture on one of the panes. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to use, so I guess I'll make my mind up once I get to that portion. But right now I'm setting the Cricut up to cut out the vinyl. And as you see, hopefully, if I'm close enough, I have 3 different wording patterns that I'm sending to the Cricut to cut. So let's get started. So since I'm using a regular permanent vinyl, I do not have to mirror the image. So I'm going to send it to the cutter by pressing continue. And I'm waiting for the Cricut to recognize the settings that I have it on. I have it on vinyl. And I'm going to click on the edit tool right here. And I'm going to select the deep point blade, which is to the right. That's my typical settings when I'm working with permanent vinyl. And the button is clicking for me. And I press the other button and I will send it through the Cricut so it can cut out my design. And as you see, it has begun the cutting process. I will bring you back once it has finished cutting. Okay, everything is finished cutting. I'm going to pull it off the mat and start weeding. Okay, so I've taken the vinyl off of the mat. And I need to section it off because these are 3 individual pieces that's going on 3 of the panels. So I will weed one of them on camera just in case someone's watching the video is not familiar with the process. And then the other 2, I would do it off camera as not to make the video super long. And what I generally do is scrape it on the front side and then I turn it on the back and do that side as well. Okay, let's see if that was enough. Take my pick tool and let me cut some of this off. That way I won't have that in my way, causing problems. Hopefully it won't give me any problems. I know at the bottom I have some loop-de-loos that are kind of thin, and they might give me problems, so I may forego putting them on if they give me a problem. We shall see. So far so good, but this is the part at the bottom where they have those very little intricate pieces. Should have took this paper off my table. In case a piece of my design doesn't come up and I need to look through. This weeding, but it done balled up on me, so it may be a moot point. Like I said, some of these parts are so tiny that it's hard to weed. Some of it has pulled up, and I might have to send out a search party to find it. That side did good, but the other side is stuck. And like I said, it balled up on me, so I may not be able to salvage this. Let me see if I can cut this apart to unravel it. Well, if it was in there, I just ripped it, huh? And it would have been so cute. I think it's on here. Maybe not. Anywho, let me go back and get the inner parts of these alphabets. And I ain't gonna worry about that. The other one has some little birds on it. I don't think any of them going to survive. But we shall see. Alrighty, that one just want to move. I purchased this bundle off of Etsy. It came with 31 different designs for, I think it was like $1.50. So I thought that was a pretty good deal because I could not create 31 designs time-wise cheaper than that. Wouldn't you say? So sometimes you have to consider your time vested as opposed to money out of the pocket. Okay. I think I've got everything. I'm going to cut my transfer tape. And this particular transfer tape is something I got from Dollar Tree. For the most part, it works pretty good. Alrighty, take it down, smooth it out, and I'm going to cut it before this sticks to the paper that I have on my table. Alrighty, I have my first one done. I'm going to still try to go through that off camera and see if I can find those other parts. Scrape it on the front and the back, and let's see if that was enough. Yep. All right, that one's good to go. I'm gonna put this to the side. I'm gonna do the other two and I will bring you back. Okay, so I'm finished weeding, and let me tell you that weeding almost took me out because some of the they were intricate, like this one right here. I had to change. This is what I changed it to, and this is what I originally had. You see right here where these little lines at and everything, and these little parts, they just wouldn't act right. So that's why I say sometimes it's not good to work with items that have small alphabets or those little curves and stuff like that, because they're hard to weave. So what I did was clean my glass off with alcohol and making sure that I've varnished it enough so that the image can come off. And since I'm dealing with glass, I have this product that I found on YouTube by watching somebody else's video. It's called Rapid Tack. And you spray it on a glass image when you're working with permanent vinyl. And that just gives you a little leeway when you're placing your image, so that when you put it down there, it won't stick in case you didn't center it correctly. And this just, you know, give you a little working room so that if it's not centered, you can move it around before the liquid evaporates and the vinyl permanently sticks to the if I can get the transfer tape up. Ooh. My hands are cold. It's still I went for my morning walk and I had on 2 pair of gloves and my hands was in my pocket, but it was still cold. My hands were freezing, and so they haven't thawed out yet. Okay, so I'm going to place this on here, and since I have that liquid Rapid Tack on there, I can see, I can pull it up. It's not stuck on there. So that way, if I had to move it like that, I had to shift it to the left because my 2 hearts weren't equally distributed. And move that up a little and over to the left a little. Alrighty, now that looks good to me. So what I'll do is, alrighty, let's try that again. And I had it perfect. Okay, let's try this again. How about if I hold down on it? And I tried to take the glass out, but at the bottom there's a rim and it would have gave me trouble trying to put it back in. So and hopefully I didn't spray too much of the solution that and the solution doesn't mess with the stickiness of the vinyl. This is permanent vinyl, so it will still have that permanency after it dries. It's taken a little longer than I thought. I think I just sprayed a little too much on the glass. Ew. Okay, this is my second side. I'm waiting for the other side to dry. This side I didn't use the Rapid Tack. Let's see if it would come up now. Okay. And on the front glass came out and it already had an inscription on it. However, I didn't particularly care for it, so I printed out a picture on sticker paper. You can print it out on printable vinyl. Alrighty, now let me go back to my original. Hopefully it has dried so that we can get it off. Hopefully. If not, then I'll have to print out another one, cut another one, and redo this side. I don't want to. Now, I've tried this product before and it didn't give me a problem. I used it on a cutting board. But I did let that thing dry for like a half hour. So maybe that's my problem. So what I'll do is I'll move to the front glass. As you can see, it already has a inscription on it. But, and it's a nice inscription. And I could have left it that way. And I think I printed my picture a little too big. I went by the other 3 size measurements, and this particular window piece of glass is smaller. So I'm going to have to do some maneuvering with the picture. So here's my picture, and I did a print and cut. So hopefully I can wow, it didn't cut that edge off. Print and cut didn't do a good job with the print and cut. Alrighty, now I'm gonna have to get in real close, so hopefully I'm not blocking your view, at least until I get the top aligned. And then I can just smooth it out. And I have a little overhang at the bottom. The bottom is a little longer than the glass, but that's not a problem. I'll just take my utility knife, and I should be able to cut straight across because I can use the glass. There. And that's how that looks. And since it's going on the inside of this glass and you can see the wording on the back side, I also made a duplicate so that I can put on the back side, so that you can see it through the other side of the lantern. Sorry if I'm blocking your view, but I need to get close. And make sure I align it on the top correctly. And just take my squeegee, smooth it out. And then I'll take my X-Acto knife. I just assumed that all 4 sides were the same. And the front isn't. It wasn't. It was smaller. So I can put this back in. Now this one was easy because it had the bendable parts top and bottom. but this one didn't. It only, on the other glass, it only had it at the top, and it had this part that is slide in at the bottom, and I figured that once I get it out, it would be kind of hard to put back in there. So I just left those in there, and didn't want to be bothered with it. Close that down. And close the latch. So that's how that looks. And that's how it looks from the other side. You can see through. Well, hopefully you can see through and you can see the picture. So that's why I put a picture on both sides. Yeah, so far it came out good, and it wasn't that hard, other than me trying that rapid tack on this part, and it's still not dry yet. I guess I could get my my heat gun to help it dry quicker. But let me do one more scrape with the squeegee and see if all the liquid has dried. I mean, the good part of this product, it gives you some working room when you lay down your vinyl, if you have to move it, because you know once vinyl hits glass, it's kind of impossible to pull it back up if you have it down crooked, or one of your letters or whatever is not acting right. So I thought I would give it a try, but I can still see some moisture in between some of those letters. Nope. None of it wants to stick. So what I'm going to do is scrape it, use my paper towel and wipe it. And I will let this sit here for the 30 minutes like I did with the other one. And I will bring you back and let you know. If it doesn't dry within 30 minutes, then that tells me it didn't work in this application. And I'll just have to cut another vinyl decal for this side. And then, yeah. So I'll bring you back. Alrighty. That did not work out for me. It's still stuck to the transfer tape. So in this particular application, it did not work. So I just cut out another decal, and I will put it on here. The old-fashioned way. No harm, no foul. Hey, we learn from our mistakes, right? Alrighty, I got that on there. All four sides are done. Let me get it set up on the spinner, on my turner, and we will see how it looks. Okay, here it goes. That's the front. And as you can see the picture from the other side. And that's it. And it came with a candle. So the candle I'll put in, the candle light I'll put inside and see how that glows. But I need to find a Phillips screwdriver to unscrew that to put the battery in. So I'm gonna get that set up so you can see it with the night glow. Alrighty, here it is with the candle inside. And as you can see the picture through that to the other side. So that's why I put the photo on both sides. So there you have it. That is my memorial lantern. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye-bye.